Although he's been a fixture in Hollywood since his days on Saturday Night Live in the 80s, Eddie Murphy hasn't really done all that much in the last handful of years. So where has he been, and what's he been up to? Here's a look at the real reason you don't hear from Eddie Murphy anymore. This was all planned. Although fans may be confused by Murphy's recent absence from the big screen, the superstar comedian has actually been laying the groundwork for retirement for years.
I'm planning to make movies till I'm 50. That's 2 years and 8 months. Then I'm going back to the stage.
Since then, Murphy has mostly lived up to his word. His last major star vehicle, Tower Heist, hit theaters a few months after his 50th birthday. He's since appeared in only 2 other movies, the underwhelming 1,000 Words in 2012, and the very low-profile indie Mr. Church, which opened to mostly negative reviews in 2016. Meanwhile, he did a bit of stand-up for the first time in almost 3 decades while accepting the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in 2015.
You know, they call it a prize, it's an award, because usually when there's a prize, there's money involved. But I thought I was going to get some paper. I was like, yo.
Not interested in Hollywood. So why is Murphy basically retired? According to an interview with Rolling Stone, it's simple. He's just happy with his life. I only want to do what I really want to do. Otherwise, I'm content to sit here and play my guitar all day. I always tell people now that I'm a semi-retired gentleman of leisure, and occasionally I'll go do some work to break the boredom up. I'm chilling, no stress. Sounds pretty awesome. From funny to flops. Murphy's big screen career has always been a bit of a roller coaster, from highs like Beverly Hills Cop to lows like The Adventures of Pluto Nash, which remains one of Hollywood's biggest failures. Still, the last decade has been especially unkind to Murphy. In 2007, he starred in Norbit, for which he won 3 Razzie Awards, and followed that up with a string of critical and box office bombs, including Meet Dave, Imagine That, and 1,000 Words. To his credit, Murphy has been a bit more reflective in recent years, telling the Washington Post that he was through taking roles just for the money. The check movies are over for me. Oscar snub. Murphy made headlines in November 2011 when he announced he would no longer be hosting the 84th Annual Academy Awards, set to air the following February. His decision didn't exactly come as a surprise. It was announced a day after that Brett Ratner, the director of Tower Heist, had dropped out as the telecast producer after making anti-gay remarks and discussing his sex life on Howard Stern. Still, Murphy's decision to quit the Oscars didn't sit well with everyone, especially among members of the Academy. One member told The Hollywood Reporter, "This is like a big middle finger to the Academy and to the industry," while another added, "It was a career mistake. What the hell was he thinking?" Return to SNL. Murphy was one of the many famous faces who took part in Saturday Night Live's 40th anniversary special in February 2015. But despite his high-profile appearance, Murphy left many fans underwhelmed when he gave what amounted to a barely 1-minute speech. What kept him from doing more?
I will always love this show, and let's keep on. Let's have some more show. Let's have a big round of applause for everybody.
According to the Washington Post, SNL wanted him to play Bill Cosby, which didn't sit well with Murphy at the time, given that Cosby was facing accusations that he had sexually assaulted dozens of women throughout his career. I totally understood why SNL wanted to do it. It was the biggest thing in the news at the time. I can see why they thought it would be funny, and the sketch that Norm Macdonald wrote was hysterical. But the story is horrible. There's nothing funny about it. If you get up there and you crack jokes about him, you're just hurting people. You're hurting him. You're hurting his accusers. I was like, hey, I'm coming back to SNL for the anniversary. I'm not turning my moment on the show into this other thing. Ironically, Murphy wound up impersonating Cosby while accepting his Mark Twain Award that October.
Some of the people who feel that I should give back my toys.
He expanded his family. Murphy's preference for being a chill dad over a Hollywood megastar was confirmed in May 2016 when he and his girlfriend Paige Butcher welcomed their first child together, Izzy Una Murphy. He clearly likes being a dad. He has 8 other children with 4 other women. But while he's enjoying new fatherhood once again, there are limits even for him.
I don't change diapers.
You don't?
No, because I would be horrible at it. And that's not fair to the child.
Projects in the works. Although you may not see much of Murphy these days, that doesn't necessarily mean he'll be gone forever. In fact, the actor has a number of projects in development, including a role playing Richard Pryor's father in a new movie for Lee Daniels, and the long-gestating 4th installment in the Beverly Hills Cop franchise. Speaking to Ellen DeGeneres about the latter project in 2013, Murphy revealed that he and others were still fine-tuning the script.
To get the script just right is something that we'll do. But it has to be perfect because I don't want to do anything else that sucks ever again.
That's a good goal. That's a really good goal. I think most of us have that goal.
That's what I'm striving.
Good. Well, I hope.
don't want to suck no more.
No. All right.
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.